6 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Jordan. Oh, it's off the mark. And we're going to overtime.
Welcome to the NBA here on 2K Sports. Friday Hoops Fest coming up next. It's the San Antonio Spurs going up against the Chicago Bulls. And now to bring you all the action, let's get to Kevin Harlan, Steve Kerr, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke. I'll see you again at halftime.
And you've got it on 2K Sports for Wednesday night action in the NBA. Hi everyone, Kevin Harlan joined by Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg. A quick check now at the starting five for both teams. First for the Spurs, Johnson is out there with Del Negro. They've got Robinson. We'll be watching him boxing out, maneuvering for the easy baskets inside. They'll be counting certainly on his production. Then it's Elliott, and it's Duncan in at the 4. And for Chicago, Harper's out there with Michael Jordan. We've got Longley, a very solid big man who'll be making every effort to control the glass and make some big plays under the rim. Then there's Pippen, and it's Rodman in at the 4. And it's going to be the Spurs off the tip. Here's Del Negro. Outside Robinson. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2.
Yeah, he always gives the fans a temporary souvenir, it seems like, locking 2 or 3 shots into the 10th row. Of course, you got to give the ball back, so very temporary souvenir.
We're going to have to change that because in baseball, when they knock those foul balls, they don't go checking.
You can keep them, that's right.
Yeah, same with the NFL. If the ball happens to get by the net, you can keep the ball.
That, right. Well, we need to change that in basketball.
I agree.
And I don't know of too many other players who are as solid as he is in the low post. Just watch how many times he'll get his man to go for his fake and leave his feet. He gets him up in the air and takes advantage of it.
No matter who it is, that kind of defense is not going to cut it.
Pass to Elliott. He dishes it to Duncan. Rodman on him. Pass to Elliott. He kicks it to Robinson. 6 to shoot.
The offensive execution really well done. They got the ball in tight for the high percentage shot.
Jordan against Johnson. Jordan kicks to Harper. Back to Jordan. And then Jordan slams it in. Nasty. Absolutely filthy.
And the building is stunned, partner. He dug deep into his bag of tricks there.
I hope he keeps that one handy. I want to see that again.
And now, just over a minute played here in the first. Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
Hey, Kevin, I had a chance to talk with the head coach for the San Antonio Spurs. Facing up against a crafty defensive ball club, he said their focus will remain the same as usual. Quote, teamwork first. We can't get up going 1-on-5. That's playing right into their hands. We've got to create for others and trust our teammates. That's how we'll win this game. Kevin, he sounds pretty confident.
Thanks a lot, Doris. And dealing with the sort of defense they're facing is not an easy challenge.
No, but they've got a few weapons of their own that they can counter with, so it's not exactly a one-sided battle.
Maybe so, Steve, but those weapons are still going to have to perform at a really high level for them to have a chance to be successful.
Here's Robinson, and he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Now that was pretty. That was just a nice-looking reverse jam right there.
Use the rim, Clark, to protect the ball, I think, too, a little bit.
Yeah, did a nice job with it.
Yeah, no question, Kevin. Great awareness and a terrific finish.
And Chicago has possession after the basket by San Antonio. Got a piece of it. Harper against Johnson. Passes it to Del Negro. The feed to Robinson. Chicago grabs the miss. Pippen, the pass to Jordan. Johnson on him. Jordan dishes to Pippen. No good on the 3. San Antonio trailing here. Here's Del Negro. Dishes to Johnson. Johnson off the pitch from Duncan. Johnson kicks to Duncan.
Another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively so far.
Yeah, I think that could really set things up well the rest of the game. Pound the ball inside and let your perimeter players play off your bigs.
Now the pass to Longley. Robinson on him. Longley passes to Pippen. Screen by Longley. Just 5 to shoot. No luck. Excellent D that time from Robinson. Johnson attacking. Floats one up. Rodman with the block. Harper up top. Covered by Elliott. Here's Pippen. And David Robinson pulls it down.
That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting in close.
Pass to Elliott. And out of bounds as the Bulls gain possession. So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. Will Purdue's checked in for Robinson. Williams comes in for Tim Duncan. Persons checked in for Elliott. And it's Jackson in for Del Negro. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Spurs will take it.
Just got a little careless on that pass. They should be able to connect on those.
San Antonio leading. 1:57 left in the first quarter. Here's Jackson. Jackson's got his first points in this one. 1:49 left to play here in the first. Jordan kicks to Kukoc. Working on Williams. Shot to end this cold run. He takes it up and lays it in. Kukoc has got his first basket of the night. So it's San Antonio now. And here is Johnson. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard. Kerr kicks to Jordan. Great D that time from Person.
Well, he won't miss many of those, especially with the defender not in the best of positions there.
Knocked loose. Here's Jackson, and he's knocked off course by the D. The foul called. He'll shoot free throws. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Spurs.
And the points they're getting in the lane will really help them open up the floor.
They've been distributing the ball really well tonight, too. I mean, a decent number of assists so far for them.
Simpkins, he's checked in for the Bulls. Jackson hits both of them. The Bulls trail by 3. They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going. Bushler, and it's all evened up. Bushler's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
A wide open 3. They need much better communication defensively.
Purdue with a screen on Kerr. Person, the pass to Purdue. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Johnson kicks to Jackson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Tries from 10, and it's blocked by Wellington. And it's out of bounds. The Spurs able to retain possession here. .32 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Second chance shot.
The lead changes hands once again. There has been no separation between these two teams tonight.
What an intriguing basketball game, that's for sure.
There's 18 seconds left to play in the first.
You know, the defense didn't exactly try to fight around that screen, and that's why it turned into the easy basket.
And that's out of bounds. San Antonio will retain possession. And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not very careful there. Here is Kerr. Down low. Tipped. And stolen by Williams. Here's Johnson. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. First trip to the line for him here. And the first one drops. The Bulls making a switch here. He makes 1 of 2 that time. At the end of 1, a closely contested game so far. Spurs lead by 1. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. And off we go, a close game now starting the second quarter. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Spurs?
Well, they've been getting to the foul line here an awful lot. The aggressive play really paying off.
Yeah, and you know what? It also helps to put the mute button on the crowd. I mean, when you methodically score at the line, that can put those fans on their hands.
Outside, Kukoc. There's the triple. Harper goes back up. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. Bulls shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line.
At the line for 2.
Ties it up, and this next one could give them the lead. Robinson's checked in for Williams. That one is no good.
That miss at the line might stick in his craw for a while. Always hurts to miss a chance to take the lead.
Puts it up from 7. So it's Chicago now. Back to Pippen. He's covered by Person. It's Pippen with the drive.
It doesn't matter who you're rooting for. You've got to appreciate a reverse throwdown like that.
But those kinds of dunks are how reputations are built.
Well, he's already got a pretty good one, too, Kevin. It's only going to get better with plays like that.
Pass to Person. He feeds it to Duncan. Kicks it to Robinson. He's guarded by Harper. Doubled by Harper. 6 on the shot clock. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
I thought he'd make that one. And that's his range, and the defense nowhere to be seen.
And taken away by Johnson. And now here's Johnson, a fast break chance.
I love the finger roll up and over the defense.
Chicago trailing here. The dish to Kerr. On target from 13 feet.
He's definitely got that shot in his arsenal.
Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played so far. Del Negro kicks to Johnson. Wants to get it to Robinson, and does. And that one's good. Robinson's got 10 points in the game. And the first time out of the game called for Chicago. One guy who's been getting it done is David Robinson.
He's really taking it to him inside. They got to find a way to slow him down.
San Antonio making a switch here. And here are the Bulls now, trailing by 2. Feeds it to Harper. He dishes it to Pippen. They swipe it. Del Negro. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
Well, probably the right play defensively. If you can't get the block, send them to the free throw line. Don't give them an easy 2.
No easy buckets inside. Force free throws and work to keep them out of the lane next time around.
The first free throw is good. And so he makes both from the line. Bulls trail by 4. Harper dishes to Pippen. And it comes off the front of the rim.
That's one he knows he should have made.
Del Negro. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Rodman's got 3 rebounds now in this one. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. Tim Duncan picks one up.
And saved a likely dunk there.
Yeah, very smart foul under the circumstances. You can't allow him to just throw it down on you.
The Bulls have gone 1 for 2 on the night so far from the line. First free throw is good. So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses.
In the second quarter, they've had the right approach. Very aggressive, driving, drawing contact, and creating opportunities at the free throw line.
Well, you know, if other things aren't working for you, Steve, getting to the foul line can be a good place to start to turn it around.
Shot clock at 5. Another shot. In deep, Robinson drops it in.
You know, that putback's about as easy as it's going to get. You have to put a body on someone down there.
Well, no box out. That's the result you get right there.
Kerr kicks to Pippen. And out of bounds as San Antonio gains possession. Spurs leading by 5. Here's Del Negro. Tipped away. Here's Harper. And that one is stuffed right through.
Textbook example there of how to use defense to create offense.
Yeah, beautiful transition play after the steal all the way to the basket.
Wasted no time going from defense to offense.
Yeah, it feels like they're starting to pick up the intensity as the game itself starts to get a little more tight and close.
Del Negro the pass to Robinson. And out of bounds as the Bulls gain possession. And the Bulls making a change here. Jordan's checked in. Bulls trail by 3. Pippen dishes to Jordan. Left side Jordan. Shot from 12. Shot's good. Jordan's got his second basket of the night.
I don't know of too many other players, Kevin, who have his level of concentration offensively. He just seems to have that singular focus you need as a shooter that, you know, even if a defender's all over you, you still just lock in and let it go.
And, you know, he is an extremely skilled player attacking off the dribble, too. I mean, he's got a great pull-up jumper as well, Steve.
And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game.
It's like he saw some things out there that needed adjusting and wants to talk it over a little bit with his club.
I don't think you can ever go wrong burning a timeout if you see something you don't like and you need to talk about it.
Ron Harper, he's checked in for Steve Kerr. Now here's Johnson. Duncan. Rodman covering. And there's the whistle. Foul hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. The Spurs have been coming through at the charity stripe. They've made 7 of their 8 attempts. And the first one at the line is good.
Shooting 100% in the quarter. They've made them all, taking full advantage at the line.
Well, it's a nice job of really making the most of their opportunities.
Harper kicks to Jordan. Del Negro defending. And they double up Jordan. He passes to Longley. Harper, here's the 3. Tim Duncan grabs the miss.
Obviously, they're evenly matched teams on the inside. The rebound numbers are very even.
Yeah, I've been impressed with just both teams' energy, just really working hard on the boards.
Del Negro the pass to Robinson. Jordan with the rebound.
Looked like he rushed that one, guys. The defense was out of position. He was wide open, just couldn't take advantage.
Some changes for Chicago. Kukoc comes in for Luke Longley. And Steve Kerr is subbed in for Scotie Pippen. We've got 1:23 left now here in the second. Del Negro kicks to Duncan. Passes to Del Negro. There's the feed to Johnson. Shot clock at 6. Shoots a 3. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. Harper dishes to Rodman. And that basket's going to count, folks. Gets the goaltending call right there.
He didn't get to that one quite in time, Kevin. Those can be tough to gauge sometimes.
San Antonio leading. Here's Del Negro. He kicks to Duncan. Tries it from 9. Count the bucket. Duncan's got 6.
Purely from a size standpoint, that is a mismatch that's going to be hard to overcome defensively.
Jordan the pass to Kukoc. Dishes it to Harper. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Johnson. Blocked. Tries to save it. And there's the pass to Duncan. Chicago grabs the miss. Into Jordan.
Oh, my goodness. What a huge play.
Man, he got fancy with that one, didn't he?
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open.
Man, I like that. I mean, some coaches might want to see just a sure-handed lay-in, but I say put as much as you can on the finish and get your teammates going.
Here's Elliott. And we're through 2 here in a good one. It's San Antonio up by 1. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of the third quarter.
Now, presented by Sprint.
It's halftime, and I'm Damon Bruce, ready to bring you our halftime show. The Spurs battling in a close one against Chicago. Great activity defensively. They're taking measured risks, trying to force turnovers, putting a lot of pressure on that end of the floor. We've seen David Robinson scoring effortlessly against Chicago. He has 12 points, and he's been working to get great looks from the field and making his trips to the free throw line count as well. The Bulls getting after it as well. Through 2 quarters, their offense has been simply unstoppable. Bucket after bucket after bucket after bucket after bucket, you get it. Ron Harper making an impact in this one. He's got 5 points, and he's stacking up the assists too, keeping the defense off balance with his passing. Thanks so much for spending halftime with me. Now let's head on back out to Kevin and the gang.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
Welcome back, everyone. The second half about to get underway, and it's been a close one so far. Really an incredible game from David Robinson.
Play created a lot of opportunities for himself in the first couple of quarters. And I'll tell you what, he was smart with his shot making too. Really took good ones.
You know, points per shot attempted is really one of the undervalued stats in the game, and it's a real measurement of efficient scoring.
Here's Jordan, and the bucket counts. He is on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a 3-point play.
You know, they're being very one-dimensional right now, going to the post every time, but if it works, you don't need another dimension.
Well, they're taking this defense to task, quite honestly. Every one of their last 10 points have come in the paint.
Free throw good, Jordan. San Antonio trailing here. Johnson outside. Pass to Del Negro. Pass to Elliott. And out of bounds as the Bulls gain possession. Here comes Ron Harper. Backing down is Pippen. Baseline jumper. Tim Duncan with the rebound. Duncan's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Del Negro kicks to Duncan. He passes it to Del Negro. Johnson outside. Clock at 6. Passes it to Elliott. Fires from deep. The shot misses. And in Chicago the other way. Robinson, that's good.
Heads up play there, guys, on the assist and the finish.
Little over a minute gone here in the second half. Harper dishes to Jordan. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. He's gone 1 of 1 in the game so far from the line. And he makes the first. And so Jordan nails both of them. Here are the Spurs with the ball. And the pass to Elliott. Third quarter of basketball, about a minute and a half in. And that one's good. Chicago calls timeout. At this point of the game, always important to stay focused. And while the coach goes over the game plan, these players are getting a much-needed chance to rehydrate and refuel with Gatorade. Hey guys, we know the drill well, all 3 of us drinking the Gatorade too.
Yeah, no question. Right. I mean, Kevin, people have no idea the fatigue that can set in during a telecast. And so it's important important for us to stay hydrated all game long.
Clark, you're always hydrated.
Yeah, I try to be, but it's usually with a combination of H2O and Gatorade.
I love Gator. Look at Steve. He got the Gatorade shirt on.
Yeah, he's really immersed in the Gatorade.
Yeah.
Gotta love it.
Chicago calls timeout. Third quarter of play with just over a minute and a half gone by. The drive by Jordan. Solid play on the low block, and that one's good. Jordan's got 13.
A large part of what they've been able to do here is centered around his offense.
Elliott kicks to Robinson. Pass to Del Negro. He feeds it to Duncan. And another basket for San Antonio.
That's a good shot for him there, but it's kind of puzzling to me that he's not calling for the ball today like he usually does. He has to do more if they're going to pull ahead.
Outside for Pippen. Off target from three-point range.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might well tell the story in this one.
And that should tilt things toward them. I mean, they've been winning that battle. Everything's going right now. 4 for 5 shooting, 80%. They've got their offense clicking.
Backing down is Jordan. Stripped away. Elliott against Harper. Shoots a fader. Johnson, the pass to Del Negro. Pass to Elliott from downtown. The offensive rebound. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot two.
Just an amazing game for Robinson. He has 14 points, and he has 1 steal to his credit as well.
But he's done a better job than the numbers indicate, really. I think he's been really sound defensively, and he's helped his club.
A different look now for San Antonio. Will Purdue's checked in for Duncan. Person comes in for Elliott. And it's Jackson in for Johnson.
Really showing some kind of killer instinct this quarter, trying to stretch this lead out.
Jordan's gone 6 of 7 so far. Boy, he's making it look easy here, isn't he? Del Negro kicks to Robinson. Soft touch off the glass. Robinson's got 4 this quarter.
I don't know what's happening to their defense. I mean, they don't have any effort, any purpose.
And it's really costing them. I mean, the last 5 baskets at that end have been on very easy looks.
Out to Kukoc. Unloads. Will Purdue grabs the miss.
Well, I think the defense got lucky right there. I mean, he's going to make a lot more of those than he misses when he's got that much room.
Here's Kerr for 3. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Jordan. Kerr's got 7 points.
I love his kind of mid to long range jump shot. It's a specialty of his, especially in catch and shoot situations.
You're exactly right. He's a very skilled catch and shoot type of player. I mean, it adds a dangerous element to his game that he can make that jump shot.
6 to shoot. Deflects the pass. It's Pippen on the wing. Uncovered. It's Chicago with another bucket. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for Chicago.
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ballgame.
And I'll tell you, the other thing that's been a factor is the transition game. They're scoring a lot of points on the fast break.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over.
Well, he wants to get everybody on the same wavelength, that's for sure. And he may change up some things here as well.
Looks to me like he saw something that wasn't on the plan and picked now as the time to address it. I don't have a problem with that.
Tim Duncan, he's checked in for San Antonio. .129 left in the third quarter of the game. Person, the pass to Duncan. Purdue with the ball. Pass to Person. Shot clock at 6. And the Spurs making a change here. Elliott's checked in. Here's Johnson. Kicks it to Jackson. Fires the 3. Basket is good. The assist from Johnson. Johnson's got his 5th assist in this one.
But you can't leave him alone, especially from long range.
Kerr dishes to Kukoc. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. San Antonio trailing here. The pass to Elliott. The dish now to Duncan. Gets it to go.
Boy, he just battled through that initial impact and somehow willed it in.
Excellent concentration. That's what you like to see.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far. Scotie Pippen's checked in for the Bulls. We'll see if they want to trade 2 for 1 here.
Well, you got to time up the clock. It's easier said than done, but you got to execute your offense on that first possession.
Kukoc kicks to Harper. Feeds to Pippen. Right side, Pippen. 6 on the shot clock. Rodman with a screen on Duncan. Harper the pass to Kukoc. And it's Kukoc again missing. Jackson with it. He has 7. He dishes it to Duncan. Kukoc with the defensive effort. It's tipped. We're at the end of the 3rd, and we've still got a close one. Spurs lead by 2. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the 4th quarter gets underway. And thanks for joining us again as the 4th quarter of play is set to get rolling. It's been a close battle to this point. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Spurs?
Well, they're getting into the paint with their penetration, and it's really been key for this club.
They've also been pounding it inside tonight and coming away with a lot of points in the paint. I call those PIPs.
Robinson goes to the reverse layup and drops it in. Robinson's got the 4th quarter started here with a bucket for San Antonio. Kukoc kicks to Harper. Pippen. Covered by Elliott. Pippen with the bucket.
This has been a terrific contest up to this point, and I would guess it's going to stay this way all the way to the end. Great matchup.
Probably so. Neither team wants to give an inch.
Johnson dishes to Duncan. Good.
That was the 3rd straight high percentage look this defense has allowed. I mean, these defenders have got to start bumping bodies in the paint. Be more physical. Be more aggressive.
I agree, Clark, but it doesn't look like they have the will to do that at this moment.
Harper the pass to Pippen. Jordan. Del Negro defending. Stolen away. And a fast break now for the Spurs. Here's Elliott. Good. And it's Johnson with the assist that time. And now a 6-point Spurs lead.
Some defensive breakdowns are starting to show up now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
Giving up these easy chances is going to do wonders for their confidence.
Chicago calls timeout.
You know, all coaches hate defensively when you give up easy points in the paint. That's inexcusable. So that's the reason for this timeout here.
I think it came down to the fact they were getting beat inside, and that's why the coach called timeout. They were not winning the battle inside.
Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Well, Kevin, I was able to listen in on what the head coach of the Chicago Bulls was going over in his huddle. He was riding them pretty hard for the number of silly fouls they've committed in this game. He said, listen, we need to have some defensive discipline. Stop biting on the shot fakes, stop reaching in, and stop giving them free points at the free throw line. We'll see if they'll respond, guys.
Very well done. He is a confident, dynamic scorer.
Back to Jackson. The feed now to Duncan. Spurs passing it around. Here's Robinson. That's blocked. Harper against Johnson. Harper kicks to Pippen. Backs in. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Shooting for Chicago. Scotie Pippen. 2 shots.
That free throw good from Pippen.
Some great free throw shooting so far in this second half.
I think they should keep trying to initiate contact. and get back to the line until they start missing from there. But as it is, they're perfect so far, so keep it up.
Elliott's checked in for San Antonio. Johnson against Harper. Here's Robinson. That's good, and it's Johnson with the assist. 20 points for Robinson.
Nicely done. They just continue to dominate inside. That's 10 points in a row in the lane.
It's now purely, here it comes. See if you can stop it.
What a display of offense we've seen today, and it's only getting better.
Well, both defenses have been on their heels all day, and it's begun to take its toll.
He kicks to Jackson. Dishes it to Duncan. Shot clock at 6. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
We've seen Tim Duncan getting it done. 15 points, and then he's made 3 shots at the foul line.
No, that's important. You get to the foul line. Any team, when you can outscore your opponent from the foul line, it's critical, and he's trying to do his part right there.
Bulls trail by 3. Outside Harper. Michael Jordan on the wing. Jackson on him. Swiped away. Fast break, here they come. Elliott passes to Johnson. He passes to Elliott. He feeds it to Duncan. 6 to shoot. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. Dennis Rodman picks one up.
Easy call there.
No question about that. You can hear the impact from where I am.
And he can't hit the second.
Even with the 1 miss, he's still stretched into a 2-possession game. That's big for them right now.
No good from Jordan. Spurs leading by 4. Pass to Elliott. A step-back shot here. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Rodman's got 6 rebounds here tonight.
He just has not been able to get into that groove yet, guys. But as a whole, it hasn't affected them too much.
Shot is good off the back rim and in. 20 points for Michael Jordan.
You know, the turnaround jumper, guys, is one of those shots that always just looks so good. I mean, it's got that nice, smooth, singular motion. Sweet.
Elliott kicks to Duncan. Gets it to go. Duncan's got 20 points.
Just seems like they're finding an open lane to the hoop every time down. That's 5 buckets in a row for them in the paint.
Yeah, on the flip side, Steve, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior.
Backing down is Jordan. And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession.
Maybe a low percentage pass, but it still nearly got through.
I like it, though. I mean, it's an aggressive play. Heads up defending, deflected away.
And the jam by Dennis Rodman. This game going to take a big swing. Clark, if the deep continues to clear out like that and give up easy dunks.
Yeah, that's the kind of defense we expect to see in a blowout, Kevin, or even an exhibition game, not a close game like this.
Look how frustrated Steve is over here.
Well, I just, you know what, Kevin? Come on, Kevin. I just like that he didn't choose to just lay it up there. I mean, he threw it down with force.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. They're leading by 2. 1:36 left in the 4th quarter of this one. 1:36 left to play in the final quarter. Jackson dishes to Johnson. Robinson passes to Johnson. Tries it from 9. Here's Duncan. That one falls, coming off Johnson's feet. Johnson's got his 8th assist in the game. Bulls trail by 4. Jordan kicks to Pippen. Rodman trying to break free. And the Bulls, another 3.
Well, it's been a tale of 2 halves, hasn't it, guys? After a terrible first half, he's really picking it up.
No good from Duncan. This possession gives them a chance to take the lead.
And they don't want to let it slip away.
Pass to Pippen. Kicks to Harper. The dish to Jordan. Jordan off a pick from Rodman. 5 to shoot. Boy, that looked like goaltending. Yes, it is. And so they will award the basket there.
Big call, Kevin. He just didn't get there quick enough, and that's a tough break.
Del Negro, he's checked in for Jackson.
What a clutch performer. He loves being in these situations, just relishes the opportunity. A lot of guys say they do, but you can see it in his face. He truly does.
Here's Johnson. They get it back. Here's Elliott. It's good. This game is all even.
And that is the shot of the game.
Well, he's got the guts and courage to take it and the skill to make it.
6-second difference between shot and game clock. Tipped. Rodman covered by Duncan. Pippen dishes to Jordan. Outside Harper. It falls!
Big bucket. They got to play for a stop here with the 2-point lead. No open three.
San Antonio calls timeout. They trail by 2. 11 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Here's Johnson. Yes! And tie game. That is a huge basket right there. Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. Six seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Jordan. Oh, it's off the mark. And we're going to overtime. Regulation is ended and we're heading to overtime. And we'll be back right after this. Well, if you're just joining us, the intensity has really heated up in this one. As we watch this one go now to overtime. And it's going to be San Antonio off the tip. And so they have the first opportunity on offense right here as we begin overtime. Johnson, the pass to Del Negro. Here's Robinson. Another one falls for San Antonio. The drive by Jordan. Makes it off the glass. Jordan's got 25 points in the game.
And you can feel the pattern of this game, guys. They're working it inside, dominating in the paint, getting good shots at will.
Well, 4 of their last 5 baskets, guys, have been of exactly that variety. Boy, did they ever make a mess out of that one. Terrible turnover.
Here's Harper. Now Pippen. Harper kicks to Pippen. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. Jordan dishes to Pippen. Back to Jordan. Del Negro defending. Clock at 6. From about 16. Tim Duncan with the rebound. Duncan's got 7 rebounds in the game. Del Negro the pass to Elliott. Another one falls for San Antonio. Chicago trailing here. And now Rodman inside. And out of bounds as the Spurs gain possession. Here's Del Negro. Poked loose. And here's the fast break. Jordan leading the way.
Oh, how about that basketball, man? Beautiful. Wow. Talk about putting something extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, Clark, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space.
Still, I mean, startling that he'd even try that right now.
Here's Del Negro. About 90 seconds off the clock here in the extra period, and it's blocked by Longley. And that's out of bounds. San Antonio will retain possession. Johnson outside. 6 on the shot clock. With the lead pass. And Duncan throws it down.
Rising high to throw that one down.
Sky high. Fantastic one-hand jam.
Yeah, what a way to wrap up that possession.
Jordan kicks to Harper. Launches a three. Can't hit. So the Spurs will take it the other way. Johnson, the pass to Del Negro. Into Tim Duncan. Rebounded by Rodman.
He was right there, but the defensive pressure forced that miss.
Well contested. That really made it a tough shot.
And they double up Jordan. Outside Pippen. Harper. Back to Pippen. Passes it to Jordan. Feeds it to Pippen. No good. Great D that time from Duncan. Clark, they'll be trying to take as much time off the clock as they can.
Exactly. Expect to see some long possessions out of them going forward.
Johnson, the pass to Elliott. Connects!
Well, that just adds to what's probably an already insurmountable lead. I think they'll be walking out of here with a pretty easy victory.
Steve, I think that's a given.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. They're behind by 4. We've got 22 seconds left in the first overtime. What's your take, guys?
And this one is far from over if they can get a quick score here and then a fast foul as well.
Tell you what, free throws become tougher with the game on the line, so a few missed ones here, and they could get right back in it.
And they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
Well, you do what you have to do to extend this game and try to get the ball back.
In this situation, clock management crucial.
And an intentional foul right there. Good on the first, and that puts them up by 5. And so he drops them both. It's a 6-point ball game.
That may be the knockout blow, guys. Those free throws would seem to have put this one away.
Fires the 3, and the Bulls with another miss. And so it's San Antonio with the win. You know, Clark, they couldn't put him away in regulation, but after a superb performance in overtime, they managed to get the job done.
Yeah, just an amazing game, but they pulled away at the end.
That about does it for Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke, and the rest of our great crew. This is Kevin Harlan saying so long, and thanks for watching. Now, here is our Jordan Player of the Game.